excited today and having Bill Bailey, as a guest. I was looking through your background, Bill, and I noticed your original degree, you had a dual major in aviation and marketing.
Well, since I was 12 years old, I wanted to fly for a living. That was my thing, right? So it was all about airplanes. Went through everything. I did everything. I was instrument rated and commercial rated, and I was a flight instructor for a while. That was where I wanted to, make my living. Unfortunately, that was 81, I believe, when that first giant oil crunch we ever had in the U.S. Hit. And everybody was out of work as far as pilots went, and the airlines had cut back. And, I'm just going to stick around, get a marketing degree, and here I am, selling roofing.
So was it a gradual, path to roofing, or what happened after that?
I really had no roofing background whatsoever. I went to work for Owens Corning Fiberglass right out of college. And, they basically said to me after the basic sales training, they basically said, "Hey, you're going to sell roofing." I said, "Okay." And they said, "Don't worry, we're going to teach you." And of course, I did get a pretty good education from them. And then I went to work for Firestone, learned all about selling single ply, and from there moved on to working for contractors, and here I am.
At what point did you decide, hey, I want to go off on my own and do this?
I learned a lot and a lot from a lot of people, and there's a lot of people I can thank in my career for, what I've done. But, at some point you're looking around saying, this isn't that hard. When anybody's young, I had a lot of drive, a lot of desire to get ahead. And I've always been a risk taker, which is always helpful in business. And, talked my wife into it, which was the hard part. And, checks were scarce in the beginning, but, it picked up and it kept going. And, thank God, I'm still doing well.
I mean, what were some early setbacks that you remember?
I think the biggest lesson in business for anybody is, don't let one setback stop you. I've always been, man of faith, and I just move forward. It's like I believe we can get better. I can believe we can get past that, and we do.
You've gotten to know the roofing industry and the opportunity presented in there, but if you are talking to people that don't understand that, what do you say to them?
I tell people all the time, don't look at it as, oh, it's roofing. Look at it as, wow, look what you can do with that. Look at the opportunities. No one's building a roof off a computer yet. They haven't done that. They can design them off a computer, but they're not building them off a computer. So there's such a need. There's always going to be a need to have people out there who are willing to get out there and either mop the asphalt or hammer the shingle in. I mean, there's always going to be people needed for that. So it's a really good profession, and it's a great opportunity.
For someone that's starting out, in the industry, people must come to you for advice. What do you tell them?
Well, number one, make sure you really want to do this, right? And I'm talking from someone who wants to get into the business, not so much just take a job. College might not be for everybody, but working in the roofing industry can be a very lucrative thing for somebody if they get in on the, on the ground floor and learn the trade. They can make a lot of money. If they want to just stay in the trade and work outdoors the rest of their life, they can make a great living. The second thing is, people who are starting out and say, hey, how do I get involved and get started in this business? And I tell them right out, if you want to start a company, if you want to get going on your own, start on the service side. That's the easiest way to get into the business. It doesn't take a whole lot of, investment to get a couple trucks and get a couple people and start, handling lead calls and doing maintenance work and things like that. And it just grows from there. Never overextend yourself, basically, is what I tell them. Start small, don't overextend yourself, and work your way up.